As you can see in the title here, Oprah in trouble after Jagger Wagner allegedly testifies against Diddy trial during Diddy trial. To be honest, I don't know why Diddy's like instinct, okay? The government knew what he's doing. Police people knew what he's doing. Everybody knew what he's doing, but they didn't do nothing about it. Now they're making a big deal about it. Just like the Epstein case, we ain't gonna get the full information until about 20, 30 years from now. Even our own nephews, grandkids might see it, or kids might see it. We might not see it. It's like the Epstein case. But let's go ahead and get into the video and watch what's going on. To be honest, I'm sick of hearing about Diddy. I really am. I can't turn the TV on while I hear something about it. I can't turn on the YouTube on my computer about hearing it, or pull on my phone or social media about hearing it. We all know he's a sick piece of shit. Go ahead and throw him in jail. Fuck it. Back to the show.
Is a great danger. Huge danger. Because not only am I outspoken, and not only do I still have the stamina to go at this thing at the rate that I go at it, pushing 50. They're pissed because I won't break. That encourages people to do what? Keep trying.
So what about like Oprah and Diddy?
Oprah? Well, Oprah ate 5 of Diddy's kids.
Whoa.
She knows that. And I hope she comes through with it. Because she knows what she did.
Whether it's him going to jail, him not going, I just wonder what people are going to say. Because, I know Oprah had so many people on her show dealing with, like, I gotta choose my words carefully, man. YouTube be, boy, they be. But when it's dealing with men and women, y'all know what I'm trying to say. DV. You'll figure it out. The domestic stuff.
When you talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred, it's shocking. Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old. We have an individual who was 14 years old. We have one who was 15.
All right, strap up, because this tale is going to shake up everything you thought you knew. Oprah Winfrey, the queen of media, and one of the most influential women on the globe, suddenly finds herself in the heart of a jaw-dropping scandal. And it's not your ordinary celebrity drama. This time, it's coming from none other than Jaguar Wright, a singer renowned for speaking her thoughts down, calling out the industry's darkest corners without holding back. Jaguar released a shocking accusation that Oprah's not only a media magnate, establishing an empire for fame and profit. Nope. After all, Laundry Day Wright, there's a much deeper, murky objective lying underneath that immaculate public image we've all learned to trust. People are beginning to ask, is Oprah's carefully produced reputation merely smoke and mirrors? What really is lying beneath the glamour, the billions, and the flawlessly manicured brand? As these murmurs grow louder, the question on everyone's lips is simple but chilling. What's really going on behind the scenes of Oprah's empire? Because if even half of what Jaguar claims is accurate, this may change the entire tale of one of the most legendary people in entertainment history, and you can know we'll be following every move intently from here on out.
But you already know with Oprah, with the whole Maui situation going on, that she got a lot of backlash for that. It's just, my whole thing is like, saying nothing is almost worse. Cause like, it's not like you gotta say, oh, I need to wait to see. You don't need to wait. Everybody in the world done seen that video.
What did you know that was going on in the world of Diddy?
He's a s***er. He's got guns, and he's got coded VHS tapes.
Is that something normal that happens in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Freak-offs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody know that. I've been saying it. Now, gay men have been using this for years. See, back in the day, if you went to a gay party or a gay rave, there were certain drugs that you would always find on hand. Viagra, ecstasy, Special K, and cocaine. Now see, the cocaine keep you up all night, but unfortunately it gives you limp noodle. So that's why you have the Viagra. Now see, the ketamine, that's a horse tranquilizer, so that relaxes all your muscles. You wouldn't feel a thing.
Jaguar right? Yeah, she's that fearless voice in the music world who doesn't sugarcoat anything. When it comes to exposing the truth about the big names, she's always front and center. And guess who she's been pointing fingers at? None other than Diddy. Jaguar has called him out more than once for shady business and some seriously questionable moves behind the scenes. Now, even with the trial already in motion, she's not backing down. Instead, she's gone all in, sharing insider details about Diddy's business dealings and dropping hints about things that don't just look bad, but could be straight up unethical. It's like she's peeling back the layers of a giant music empire, and what's underneath isn't pretty. So, while the world watches the courtroom drama unfold, Jaguar's voice keeps reminding everyone there's a lot more to this story than what the headlines show. And honestly, it's only getting more intense from here.
All of this gay agenda has to stop. To be homosexual is one thing. To be a gay person is fine. But to use it to manipulate and brainwash society for the purpose of population control or class control, caste system domination, that's not what, that shouldn't be.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be.
Isn't that just being inclusive? Like, hey, we're trying to include everybody into our agenda.
No, it's not being inclusive. What it is just being covertly domineering.
What did you know that was going on in the world of Diddy?
He's a sex worker. He's got guns and he's got semen-coated fucking VHS tapes.
Is that something normal that happens in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Freak-offs.
Yeah. Everybody know that. I've been saying it.
So do you feel like people, when they hear pink cocaine, Young Miami has to bring across?
Now, gay men have been using this for years. See, back in the day, if you went to a gay party or a gay rave, there were certain drugs that you would always find on hand. Viagra, ecstasy, Special K, and cocaine. Now see, the cocaine keep you up all night, but unfortunately it gives you limp noodle. So that's why you have the Viagra. Now see, the ketamine, that's a horse tranquilizer, so that relaxes all your muscles. You wouldn't feel a thing. Usher.
They talk about his...
Usher, I'm tired of Usher.
Oh, okay.
Goofy bitch.
Oh.
Got your asshole ripped open and the only thing it inspired was loyalty. They ripped your ass open. Gene didn't say it. He said, check the records at the hospital. I'm saying it. You got your ripped open. Then you take Justin Bieber from Lily White, Canada, and take him to the Flavor of Fuck Off, the Kitty edition. Get his ripped open. Now everything's coming out, and the first thing you do is run the Bowie with another kitty record.
We all saw it posted yesterday all over our social media pages. Cassie filed a lawsuit in New York City against Diddy.
Right.
She's claiming she was stuck in a decade-long cycle of abuse.
Rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein-type deal where he was filming everybody, right?
That's the rumors. Yeah, I don't know that there's any proof or anything other than...
So, things just got way more intense. Rumors are swirling that Oprah, yeah, the queen herself, wasn't just some distant observer when it comes to Diddy's infamous parties. Some sources are saying she was right there, not only attending, but actually helping groom fresh talent to step into that world. Think about it. Oprah, celebrated as a cultural icon and mentor to so many, might have been using that huge influence to bring young performers straight into Diddy's wild, high-stakes party scene. People are buzzing that these weren't just any parties. They were a gateway to the Hollywood dream, but with a seriously dark side. The idea that Oprah could have been the one opening those doors, offering those prospects, while also possibly exploiting her power, is raising major questions. If this is true, it flips everything we thought we knew about her role in the entertainment world. The line between mentorship and manipulation, it's looking blurrier than ever.
Turns out these young girls were being touched or broken in by one of the employees there to allegedly get them ready for clients. Authorities found out about it, and the employee was charged with 13 counts of getting inappropriate with kids. Turns out at least 6 girls aged 13 to 15 were allegedly systematically and ritualistically targeted. Oprah went on record saying she was going to look at the situation, but after her investigation, the employee was cleared of any wrongdoing, and some allege Oprah had a hand in trying to cover it up. But these incidents continue to rock the school, including a newborn baby being found unalived at the school, which some say was for trafficking.
Obligation to let Oprah Winfrey know how I really felt. Now I want you to understand something too. See, this is why me and Oprah Winfrey got a problem.
It's still there.
Until that woman says, let me apologize to you publicly, it'll be to the day I leave this earth. Because what you did was malicious, and it was intentional, and it was ugly.
If Oprah was watching this, what would you tell her?
I would say, Oprah Winfrey, you know what you need to do, and stop hiding behind what you call was negative comments, what you call, oh, I don't even deal with things like that, because what people are beginning to do is see you for who you are.
Let them know what you said.
Well, okay. And she said, if you think I did something wrong, I want to apologize. And what my husband taught me a long time ago, an apology is not something that you think you need to give. If somebody else thinks you need to give it, it's what you feel. So she came off like Mother Earth that she is. If you think I did something wrong, no, Oprah, it ain't what I think. You did do something wrong. You maliciously, and you had full intentions of having my parents on your show and not saying anything to me. Was that for ratings?
It seemed like she exploited the situation.
Were you just exploiting me? There are some sisters in this business that are about it. Regina King was there that night. Angela Bassett was there that night.
And this is what I do know for sure. When something this major happens, when you have the fallout, 50 women coming forward, that it's a watershed moment. And what I do believe is actually happening is that, first of all, it's triggering a lot of unreleased pain, repressed anger, guilt, and suffering that a lot of women have had. I happened to be on set with several actresses the other day, and we were filming some things, and they hadn't slept over a period of 2 or 3 days, and I said, what is that? I said, oh, you guys are suffering from PTSD.
And when you start talking about it out loud, too.
Everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. And so I think this is a watershed moment. And if we make this just about Harvey Weinstein, then we will have lost this moment. I think this is a moment where no matter what business you work in, there have been women who not only had the disease to please, that's a part of it, but who felt that in order to keep my job, in order to keep my position, in order to keep moving forward, I've got to smile, I've got to look the other way, I've got to pretend he didn't say that, I've got to pretend he didn't touch me. I think those days are about to be over.
John Diddy Combs has been under some heavy fire lately, and it's coming straight from Jaguar Wright, who's not holding anything back. She's accusing him of being right in the middle of a toxic circle of powerful folks who didn't just turn a blind eye, but actually took part in widespread exploitation in the entertainment world. Calling to Jaguar, Diddy used his clout and status to pull some seriously unethical moves, manipulating those who were just starting out. Young artists hungry for their big break. Instead of lifting them up, she says, he and his crew twisted that power to take advantage, making the whole industry a dangerous game for anyone without the right connections. It's the kind of story that makes you question everything behind the glitz and glam, because if what Jaguar's saying is real, the price of fame in this world might be darker and more disturbing than most of us ever imagined.
How come you think it doesn't get leaked to the public?
The dark net?
Yeah, like...
Because of the dark coin. Most people don't even know that the dark coin exists. But that's how they're trading for all of the flesh they sell. Which is why I became so outraged last year when the twins turned 16 and he had them dressed like prostitutes and then he auctioned them off as NFTs because the NFT that he sold them to was attached to that dark coin. It was like a promissory note to sell his daughters to the highest bidder.
I really believe this is going to happen. Other names are going to come out. Sean will talk. That's why Jay-Z is running. That's why Jay-Z is nervous.
You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs.
Jaguar isn't just going after Diddy, she's calling out other prominent guys too, including Jay-Z. She's arguing the music business isn't the dazzling fantasy everyone thinks it is. Instead, it's a ruthless society where the wealthy use their influence to drain up-and-coming artists, not only financially, but emotionally as well. She's drawing back the veil on a dark side of the company, one riddled with falsehoods and hidden truths that most people never get to witness. But now, Jaguar's throwing a light on it, exposing that below all the shine and renown, there's a cold, dominating machine operating the entire show. And once you see it, it's difficult to unsee.
How are these people able to keep going on with the career?
What do you mean?
Doing these heinous crimes.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm just saying.
You ain't never had a boy that you know did a whole bunch of dirt and you let him make it? You telling me that never happened? You never had somebody in your life who you know was dirty, who you know did dirt, and you let him make it?
I see what you're saying, but...
Think about that on a corporate level.
Right.
R. Kelly was the first corporately sponsored pedophile in the United States. Everybody knew. That's why I couldn't really watch that documentary, because half of the people that was in there, I can't believe he did it. You used to go get the bit too. I watched you, dog.
That's a cat. Bro, I mean, everybody, bro, I've been this. He said, no, Shannon. This is going to change. I mean, a lot of you guys heard me say this is going to put you in a new realm. It's going to put you in a new dimension. He said, Shannon, they're going to come. I said, well, what? I didn't say anything. You said it. Why don't they come for you? He said, because they know you can't respond like I can. He said, that was a buzz by it. They don't want these direct hits. I said, oh.
Yeah.
So if he does the direct hits, I'm going to have to let him go somewhere to deliver.
Wright has accused Combs of fostering a party atmosphere that involves the use of illegal narcotics, which she believes were intended to control or incapacitate participants. She has characterized these gatherings as situations where narcotics were reportedly made readily accessible, adding to what she views as a poisonous and exploitative atmosphere.
Viagra, ecstasy, Special K, and cocaine. Now see, the cocaine keep you up all night, but unfortunately it gives you limp noodle. So that's why you have the Viagra. Now see, the ketamine, that's a horse tranquilizer, so that relaxes all your muscles. You wouldn't feel a thing.
Well, it's about time. Diddy was just arrested. So according to TMZ, Diddy was arrested and taken to federal custody in New York Monday night. Sources tell the outlet Homeland Security swooped into a Midtown hotel late Monday where Diddy was staying and they arrested him. I literally just saw footage of Diddy taking photos with fans with his children in Harlem. They said, we have unconfirmed reports that feds are searching his hotel room. TMZ continues that they're told that Diddy was taken to the FBI field office in Manhattan. It appears the action was taken in connection with the ongoing criminal investigation in the alleged trafficking and other offenses that led to search warrants of his New York home, LA home, and Miami home. According to Diddy's attorney, he tells TMZ, we're disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office. Sean Diddy Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, and proven philanthropist.
Suddenly, Oprah Winfrey is caught in the eye of a storm after new claims link her to Harvey Weinstein, the disgraced film producer everyone knows for his scandals. People are starting to ask some serious questions about how deep her connection to Weinstein really goes. Critics are saying that Oprah's longtime relationship with him might mean she knew more than she's let on, and maybe even played a part in what went down. Now, all eyes are on her as this investigation heats up, and the public wants answers.
And some of them have been extremely disturbing. One of them being that she was friends with Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein More than 90 women, including McGowan, have come forward to accuse the once powerful movie mogul of acts ranging from sexual misconduct to rape.
This is an international list, okay?
And apparently really avoids saying anything against him, which leaves me really suspicious.
Singer Seal Instagrammed this meme, showing Winfrey kissing the disgraced mogul. It reads, "When you have been part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you are the solution." The question now, could past attendees like Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore, Kelly Osbourne, Justin Bieber, and Usher be potentially questioned by federal investigators?
Or that there are a lot of people in Hollywood who are probably worried about which Diddy parties they were at and what was going on.
Oprah's taking serious heat right now, not just because of her connection to Weinstein, but because she's been pretty quiet about all the accusations against him. And that silence is raising eyebrows, especially since Oprah herself has been open about the abuse she faced as a child and how deeply it affected her. With all that personal experience and her massive platform, a lot of people think she should have been one of the loudest voices speaking out against Weinstein. Instead, her silence has some folks wondering why she's holding back, when she clearly knows how devastating that kind of pain can be.
Because I feel like even if you were friends with him, when all this stuff came out, you would think that she would like shut it down and share how she feels about him, because there's so many pictures of her with him. And if you guys are unaware, like Oprah went through some really difficult things as a child. She got pregnant at 14 by her uncle.
When I was 14 years old, I became pregnant and hid the pregnancy for 7 months until the baby was born. And I saved that baby because I was so disassociated and still do feel such a disassociation. I never felt like it was my baby.
And then she ended up losing the baby because he was born prematurely. So she's gone through some extreme struggles in her life.
You describe yourself as a spiritual medium. What does that mean, a medium?
Eu sou espiritualista.
When Oprah was asked about her ties to Harvey Weinstein, she mostly danced around the topic, giving vague answers and sidestepping the tough questions about their relationship and the serious accusations against him. That kind of evasiveness didn't sit well with a lot of people. After all, Oprah's known for being open and standing up for causes so many are left scratching their heads. Why wouldn't she face this head on and speak out loud and clear? That silence only added fuel to the fire and made folks even more suspicious about what's really going on.
How is she making all this money? Oh, because she owns it? And because of syndication?
Oprah legitimized the notorious criminal Joe Teixeira, aka John of God, as a miraculous faith healer, one who could cure cancer.
I was like a chattel or a child, like be seen and not heard. When you look at it through today's eyes, when Oprah's like, stand up and show me your body.
Rose McGowan hasn't held back in calling out Oprah, straight up labeling her as fake. She's dragged Oprah's past connections with Harvey Weinstein into the spotlight, accusing her of being complicit in the whole mess. McGowan points to Oprah's ties not just with Weinstein, but other controversial figures too, suggesting that Oprah is more interested in protecting a broken, corrupt system than standing up to it. According to Rose, Oprah has been playing the game for her own gain, backing the very power structures that have done so much damage. And people are paying attention.
So Rose McGowan has put Oprah on blast. Rose recently called out Oprah on Twitter over her past associations with some controversial men. Rose wrote, quote, "From being pals with Harvey Weinstein to abandoning and destroying Russell Simmons' victims, she is about supporting a sick power structure for personal gain. She is as fake as they come." And just to refresh your memory, music producer Russell Simmons has been accused of rape by at least 15 women. Last year, Oprah pulled out of a documentary that's highlighting their stories because she and the filmmakers apparently did not see eye to eye on that project. And as for her former friendship with Harvey Weinstein, Oprah had said that she did not know about the sexual assault accusations from women, including Rose, only that she had heard he was a bully.
Now, I've been seeing a lot of people saying that Oprah was a part of these Diddy parties, and I'm not gonna lie, I just couldn't believe it. In my mind, Oprah Winfrey's getting a little old, and she can't really participate in the activities. But it turns out that Oprah Winfrey's a little freak.
In 2007, Oprah Winfrey opened up a boarding school in South Africa. The academy had salons and gyms in it. Allegations have surfaced that this school was a front for child trafficking. These girls would be allegedly groomed to be ready for sale. Oprah handpicked the young girls who attended her school based on physical appearance, but it wasn't long until word got out about what really the school was about.
It says here, Oprah Diddy party photos that were leaked to the public. I always say, man, like, it's gonna be so hard for people to say they weren't there, you know, with all this video footage they supposedly have and photos and stuff, like I said.
But it doesn't stop there. Rumors are swirling that Oprah isn't just connected to Weinstein. She's also facing serious accusations of trafficking alongside Diddy. Insiders say her dodgy answers about her ties to Weinstein were just the tip of the iceberg, hinting at way darker secrets underneath. The more people dig, the more it seems like there's a whole hidden side to Oprah's story that nobody expected. And with these claims coming to light, the spotlight on her just keeps getting hotter.
Oprah Winfrey has been implicated in the Diddy case by federal authorities due to her alleged involvement in human trafficking. In a desperate attempt to evade justice, Oprah reportedly tried to OD. Gayle King, her close confidant, posted an update revealing that Oprah is currently in the hospital, suggesting she is trying to avoid facing the serious charges against her. Meanwhile, Oprah's public relations team is in overdrive, attributing her hospitalization to complications from the weight loss drug Ozempic. Additionally, reports have surfaced that Oprah was allegedly involved in harvesting children in Hawaii for their anti-aging properties. Speculation is growing that Oprah may emerge from the hospital with a disability, potentially silencing her permanently about the accusations of trafficking children from her African school and exploiting kids in Hawaii for high-profile elites.
Why have all of the girls went missing that was at that school graduating class and nobody is talking about it? I'll tell you why. Because you guys are protected, and I don't appreciate it. I want you guys tap in, tune in, comment. If you guys know about it, talk about it, spread the word, share this. Those girls in Africa went missing. That was at Oprah's school, Oprah Winfrey. Where are these girls at? Has anybody found them? Why is there not enough coverage on this? But those 5 guys that were missing, RIP, definitely feel bad for them. That's a lot of coverage, of course.
Recently, Cat Williams got real in an interview with Shannon Sharpe, and he didn't hold back when talking about Oprah Winfrey. He called her out as part of a messed up power system, pointing fingers at her for cozying up to some of Hollywood's most controversial figures. According to Cat, Oprah isn't just a bystander. She's actively involved in a broken game that's far from the inspiring story most people believe. His blunt take has definitely got people talking and raising some serious questions about who's really running the show behind the scenes.
I've never looked at her that way. I've always felt that she was very, very decent human being that was out for the best. But Kat says that's not the case, and Kat is not the only one. For this interview that Kat did, it had to take a lot of courage to really come out and call everybody out, because nobody has stood in his face to say that what you are saying is a lie. Not one single person.
The acts complained of in these cases that we're going to file occurred primarily in New York, either Manhattan or the Hamptons, or occurred in California, primarily in Los Angeles, or in Florida, primarily in Miami. Most of these events and incidents occurred at parties, typically after parties, or album release parties, New Year's Eve parties, 4th of July parties, something they called a puppy party, the all-white party.
Lately, rumors have been swirling that Oprah might be going after Cat Williams in retaliation for some pretty bold things he said about her during that interview with Shannon Sharpe. Williams has been all over the media for dropping some seriously provocative and maybe even risky remarks about Oprah. Now, word is she's not taking those comments lightly, and this clash is turning into a full-on showdown that everyone's watching closely.
She's had a very rough month, to say the very least. And might I say that I am just kind of so many people don't understand, a big part of the confusion and shame for child victims is that the attention and from the predator, who is probably going to be somebody you know. Right. In order for it to work, it has to be somebody you know, somebody you admire, somebody you respect, or maybe even love. And it feels good. I mean, if you're 7 years old and somebody, which I was trying to say this to my friends who had children, you're 7 years old and someone is stroking you, it feels good. Even though you don't have a name for what that is, it feels good.
New investigations are throwing a focus on some serious charges against Oprah Winfrey, accusing her of mistreating black artists. These accusations are raising a lot of eyebrows and adding another tricky layer to the burgeoning issues surrounding her. As more information come out, many are beginning to wonder exactly how deep these problems go and what role Oprah truly had behind the scenes.
And sometimes you don't see it coming for you, but it was already set in motion when you started with a film that basically America didn't want. Black America did not want. Now, yesterday I had told you how I felt about the whole thing. I felt that the film was derailed.
How are these people able to keep going on with the career?
What do you mean?
Doing these heinous crimes.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm just saying.
You ain't never had a boy that you know did a whole bunch of dirt and you let him make it? You telling me that never happened? You never had somebody in your life who you know was dirty, who you know did dirt, and you let him make it?
I think you can, but...
Think about that on a corporate level.
Right.
On a corporate level. R. Kelly was the first corporately sponsored in the United States. Everybody knew. That's why I couldn't really watch that documentary, because half of the people that was in there, I can't believe he did it. You used to go get the too. I watched you, dog.
Dave Chappelle has given clues here and there regarding the notorious 2006 Oprah interview and the greater reason behind why he went away from the entertainment scene. Whether it's in his stand-up specials, interviews, or podcasts, he's blended those experiences into his humor. While he still manages to find comedy in it all, his remarks have given viewers a greater image of exactly how harsh and stifling the constraints he faced actually were. It's like he's letting us in on the genuine struggle behind the laughter.
When I quit the show, all my friends would say, well, fuck them, Dave. Why don't you just do Chappelle's show at another network? And why doesn't a slave run from one plantation to another plantation? Because the master over there might be nicer. My God, man, I was trapped.
I was like, and then I don't know if you've had this, but I've had people throw millions of dollars in my face to do something I didn't want to do. And what? Just, you've been up here. Oh, they're in the room.
Yeah. I don't want to.
Yeah.
That was my way of cueing it. Like, it's open time.
Yeah. You want me to keep talking about it?
By all means, we can keep talking about anything.
But don't do it.
Yeah, I'm just.
Just
No, of course. Offer.
But back to his parties.
I said, everybody, come on over to the house.
While it's not a crime to attend the Diddy event, several of the civil lawsuits allege sex crimes occurred during those wild parties.
I've got a lot I can't tell. Can't tell that one either.
The question now, could past attendees like Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore, Kelly Osbourne, Justin Bieber, and Usher be potentially questioned by federal investigators?
Oh my God. I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year. There were very curious things taking place.
Anyone who attended one of Diddy's parties dating back decades should be concerned. So Diddy's rich and powerful friends should make sure they have lawyers on standby. The feds may come knocking.
Over the weekend, all of Usher's posts on Twitter mysteriously disappeared, leading some to speculate it was related to
Dave Chappelle has talked about that 2006 Oprah interview, saying, sure, it gave him a chance to tell his side of the story, but it also showed how the media can twist things after the fact. He said he felt like he was constantly on the defensive during that whole conversation. Instead of being seen as someone standing firm for what he believed in, He remembers being painted like a guy who was just running away from success. It's a powerful reminder of how narratives get shaped and sometimes miss the real truth.
Tough time for the blacks. These are not good times for the blacks. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, right? Police are killing us again. Very unfortunate set of circumstances because we were doing very well. You know, America has a racial hot seat. I think we can all agree that that's the truth. And we can also agree that that hot seat is traditionally occupied by African Americans in general, African American men in particular. Although I can see that in recent years, that seat has been occupied by Mexicans and I dare say Arabs. And we, the black Americans, would like to thank you both for your sacrifice and your struggle. We needed a break. We needed a goddamn break. We all go through something, but at least I can leave my backpack someplace. If you Arab and forget the backpack, you got about 20 minutes.
One of the biggest reasons we need to talk about Oprah Winfrey again was because of her friendship with John of God, the spiritual healer who believed he could channel the spirits of doctors and saints. And he would perform surgeries on people with his bare hands and scissors. Not to mention, John of God also literally essayed hundreds of different young girls and women, ranging from the ages of 9 to 67. And some of his victims included his own daughter and her daughter, his granddaughter. And he was also running a ring, selling newborns to childless couples for $50,000, all while being a...
One of Oprah's most contentious moments happened during an interview when she asked some highly intimate questions that plainly made her guests uncomfortable. That event triggered a significant discourse about where the line should be drawn in interviews. How far is too far? When probing into someone's private lives generated significant issues about the ethics of pressuring individuals to share things they may not want to, and whether even the greatest names in media should reassess how they manage such sensitive situations. What do you think about all these shocking claims? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm really curious to hear your take.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Benny. It has been too entertaining this week to follow the absolute slow motion train wreck of Cracker Barrel as they